Hey everybody, welcome to this week's episode of C3 Kids Online at Home Edition. I'm Lisa and I'm here in the C3 Kids studio where this month we are hosting a block party. Well, sort of. I mean, normally a block party is when friends and families that live near one another gather together outside and play games like cornhole and ladder ball. They eat all sorts of yummy foods like hot dogs and hamburgers and watermelon. Now, before we go any further, I want to make sure I take a moment and say hello to some brand new friends. Many of you are joining C3 Kids Elementary for the first time because, oh yeah, you are headed to kindergarten this year. Whoop, whoop. We are so excited that you'll be here with us each week to learn all about our awesome God and what He has to say about friendship. We've got some fun stuff coming up in just a minute, but before we get to that, I want to remind you to grab your C3 Kids drawstring bag and have some fun with all the stuff inside. Don't forget, you get to add a star to your challenge card just for watching C3 Kids Online. 1 star closer to a full card. If you didn't get one of these, make sure you have your parents email me at this address. Yep, email me and we'll make sure you get one so you can stay connected all month long. Okay, so back to our block party. Since we're talking about friendship all month, we thought one way we could celebrate this awesome life app is by hearing from some of you about your friendships. So each week, this month, we are going to put a spotlight on friendship, where one of our C3 Kids friends will share a bit about one of their friends. As a matter of fact, let's get to that right now. Let's kick off our friendship spotlight.
Hi, my name is Josie, and I'm in 2nd grade. And my best friend's name is Nancy. So how we met was I was playing outside, and she lives in the same street as me, and we just met. And she became my friend and then best friend. Nancy, she's kind, she loves to play with me, and she's super fun to play with. What I like to do with my friend Nancy, I like to play Roblox on my iPad and play outside and play with Barbies and dinosaurs.
Wow, that was an awesome spotlight. Having friends is super fun. As a matter of fact, I want to introduce you to one of my friends today. Her name's Ashley, and you might know her from being around C3 Kids. She usually works in 45. But let's meet Ashley now. Hi, Ashley.
Hey.
So glad you're here.
Yeah,
Thanks
I'm so
for
glad.
joining us at the C3 Kids block party.
Looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, speaking of fun, I thought it might be fun for us to play a game. Kind of a block party-ish kind of thing to do.
That sounds fun.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Are you up for it?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, let's do it. All right, Ashley, so we are gonna play a fun block party game, and we're using something that you see at block parties, cups,
Stacks of
obviously,
cups,
plastic
sure.
cups. And so as you can see, I've got 1 orange cup, I think you do as well.
Yes.
And the rest are red. And what we're gonna do is we have to take the cups and put them inside each other and restack, and it's all the way through. So the orange cup has to end up back at the bottom.
Ooh, okay.
All right?
Yeah.
Okay. So when I say go, or do you want to say go?
No, you can say go.
Okay.
I gotta get in focus.
You're getting, okay. What's that called? Like getting
I'm getting ready.
Yeah,
I don't know.
getting ready. Whatever that's called. All right, here we go. On your mark, get set, go. Now it seems like this would be really easy, but these cups have, ridges, and so they don't, Ashley's booking here, and I am slowpoke. In this case, slow and steady does not win the race.
Maybe fast is not good. I keep dropping all mine.
Okay, now I got it going. Oh, I had it.
Ugh. They're not perfectly even, so they...
I know, the ridges kind of make it like, see, they don't. Oh, I can see it out of the
Keep trying
side of the corner of my eye that you are flying through these cups.
Just gotta try not to get 2 at a time.
I don't think I'm gonna win. Oh, I got 2 there, I'll be honest. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, done.
I change it. Oh, okay, congratulations. Apparently, I had a long way to go.
that was tricky. That was a tricky game, but good game.
But it was fun. Thank you for playing.
Yeah.
And high five. Woo. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Appreciate
This
it.
is my trophy.
Yeah, enjoy. Well, that was really fun. Thanks again for playing.
Yeah, fun game.
So this month we're talking all about friendship. And I'm guessing that you have a lot of friends, but I was wondering if you had one particular friend, maybe a best friend, that you'd like to tell us a little bit about.
Yeah, I do actually. My best friend's name is Sherry Ann. I met her when we were both 4 years old.
Wow.
She came into my preschool class a couple weeks late, so she was, kind of lonely. She didn't know anyone. She was hiding behind her mom. Aww. So I went up to her and I grabbed her hand and I said, "Do you like string cheese?" And she said yes, and we've been best friends ever since.
Wow, what an intro.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And that's amazing that you've been best friends since you were 4 years old.
Yeah, I won't tell you how many years that is, but it's a lot.
That's amazing. Oh, it's awesome to have a good friend like that.
Yeah, I love that. And that's going to be awesome because today in the Bible story, you guys are going to be learning that you should choose your friends carefully.
Mm-hmm. And it sounds like maybe you did a little bit of that.
You should probably ask more than just if they like string cheese, but it worked out for me.
There you go. Well, thanks again for being here today. And thank you guys for joining us. Your countdown's on its way and the story's on its way. And don't forget to check out that C3 Kids bag that you picked up, hopefully. It's got all sorts of fun content that'll go along with today's story. We'll see you next week.
Oh, how great it is to be friends with you. You're friends with me. Together we are better. It comes naturally when I'm friends with you and you're friends with me. Oh, babe. Oh.
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how He created us and loves us so much that He made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. Now, for an amazing story, inspired by the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 4, verses 9 through 12.
The writer of Ecclesiastes tells us 2 people are better than 1. They can help each other in everything they do. Suppose either of them falls down, then the one can help the other one up. But suppose a person falls down and doesn't have anyone to help them up. Then feel sorry for that person. One person could be overpowered, but 2 people can stand up for themselves. And a rope made with 3 cords isn't easily broken. Let's see how this might play out in someone's life today. Jackson slid into the small school theater and took a seat in the back row and waited for Mr. Ray, the music and arts teacher. It looked like there was only one other kid who showed up to build the set for the 5th grade production of Charlotte's Web, Amal from Mrs. Wiseman's class. Hey.
Hi.
The 2 boys sat there in awkward silence until Mr. Ray showed up.
Ah, my set team. Fantastic. You guys know each other?
Kinda.
Different classes.
Well, you're gonna get to spend a lot of time together in the next 2 weeks as we build this set and get it painted. You guys got any experience with power tools?
Jackson could see Amal shift nervously in his seat.
No, I don't want to go on stage. Miss Wiseman said I could do this instead.
Don't worry, I'll teach you what you need to know. How about you, Jackson?
I'm pretty good with a hammer, and I didn't want to wear some silly animal costume.
The 2 boys basically ignored each other as Mr. Ray showed them how to measure each piece of lumber for him to cut, and then he helped them lay out the pieces in a large frame.
Now, this'll be one of the wall flats for the backdrop. We'll paint it as part of the barn. Amal, you want to hammer in these nails?
I guess.
Hold it more like this. Don't worry, you'll get it.
I'll do this side.
Jackson nailed together the entire flat while Amal still struggled with one corner.
What a klutz.
But it was a different story the next day when they started to paint.
This flat is part of our barn wall. I want you guys to paint a couple of chickens right there.
Amal grabbed a brush right away.
Oh, do you want them to look like real chickens or like cartoons?
Just give them your own personal spin.
Amal got to work right away, creating an entire palette of colors while Jackson was still trying to figure out which brush to pick.
Now, I've got to run down to the art room. Amal, why don't you show Jackson how to get started?
I don't really...
Mr. Ray smiled at them both.
He needs a hand. I think you guys will make a great team.
Mr. Ray hurried out. Jackson and Amal avoided each other's eyes.
Well, I'll sketch an outline for the chickens.
What do I do?
Just, fill it in.
I'm not really an artist.
Jackson dipped his brush randomly in the blue paint and frowned at Amal's outline.
Just have fun with it.
Jackson swiped the blue brush, outlining a wing.
I've never seen a blue chicken.
Oh.
It's great. It'll stand out.
Oh. Thanks.
By the time Mr. Ray returned, Jackson was surprised to discover that he and Amal had already painted 5 brilliant hued chickens. Mr. Ray grinned.
I've never seen a more flamboyant flock.
Jackson held out his fist to Amal, and Amal, surprised, gave him a fist bump.
Yep, see you boys tomorrow.
The next day, Amal showed up with a bruised finger on his left hand.
I can still paint with my right.
What happened?
Mr. Kunkel keeps putting me in as goalie during PE, and then I mess it up, and everyone on the team gets mad at me.
Do you stay on your toes? Keep your eye on the ball?
No. I just panic when the ball comes at me.
Look, I can show you some tips later in the parking lot, before my mom comes.
Really? That would be great.
And Jackson turned out to be a pretty good teacher because Amal managed to get 2 blocks during PE the next day. And when Jackson showed up to paint sets, stressed out by a math test, Amal grabbed his textbook.
Fractions?
I see all these weird numbers and I freeze up.
You just have to break it down like this.
With Amal's help, Jackson managed to stay calm during his test the next day. And by the middle of the next week, they had completed the entire backdrop for Charlotte's Web.
Well done. I knew you 2 would make a great team.
Amal's pretty okay.
Jackson's not too terrible.
Look, I know you guys are really different from each other, but it's boring if all your friends are just like you.
Together, they started gathering wood scraps and wiping off brushes.
Seriously, one of the wisest men to ever live pointed this out. Solomon.
Solomon?
Yep. He's this king in the Bible. He was a builder and an artist and super rich too. But for all the things he had, you know what he valued most? Friendship. He says it like this: 2 people are better than 1. They can help each other in everything they do.
On point.
Yeah.
Amal held out his fist, and Jackson tapped it with his own. Maybe Solomon and Mr. Ray were onto something.
Jesus, you have been so faithful. Jesus, you have been so true. I will be forever thankful, 'cause I never had a friend like you. Help me to be who you've been to me, to everyone I see. Let us love one another with a love like no other yet. That's the way you love us, God. Never turn away, you are with us every day, yeah. That's the way you love us, God. Your love has always been beginning to end. There's never been a better friend. So let us love one another with our love like no other, yeah. That's the way you love us, God. You with me in the darkest valley. You with me on the mountaintop. I'm thankful that you never leave me, and that your love will never stop. Help me to be who you've been to me, to everyone I see. Let us love one another with a love like no other, yeah. That's the way you love us, God. Never turn away, you are with us every day, yeah. That's the way you love us, God. Your love has always been beginning to end. There's never been a better friend. So let us love one another with our love like no other, yeah. That's the way you love us, God. I wanna thank you for being a friend who's